Welcome back to the extended. Okay, so what I think is going on, that there are people who are coming to you offering hand of helps, and maybe some emotional support, maybe something passionate, like that. But you question, because you're, what I said, on the surface you are very stable. On the surface you are doing everything that, that kind of, like normal, like pretty much nothing extraordinary or rebellious about it. But what you stand for, your spiritually, like your ideological belief, is something which is, you feel like that you are not getting much of support from the society, and that's where you get frustrated, that's where you get angry, that's where you get this kind of fairness, the question of fairness is coming in your mind. So when people, like, I feel like there are many people around you who wants to, like, hey, like, they are not gonna help you in your journey, because that's it, this is your ideological journey is very specific. But what they're trying to do, like, it's like giving you a little help, like, like very realistic help, like, oh, you are feeling tired, okay, let's do this spa together, or let's go for a vacation or holiday, I'm gonna take you somewhere, and this and that, some kind of emotional support, this kind of support. But you are, I feel like, in your mind, even though you enjoy those kind of little support from people, but in your mind you are like, you are, it's not that you are judging their intention, their intention, why they're doing, but you feel like, I don't know, you have this high expectation from people, which is nothing, which is actually, in my opinion, it is good. But you feel this, that you feel like that, oh, you are okay, we can go and do something, and I can get a little relief. But what's the point in bigger scenario? You are asking these existential questions, you are asking this philosophical question. In a bigger scenario, you are supporting something which is actually kind of destroying our society, let's say. You are very politically and socially aware person that I'm trying to communicate. You are very politically and socially aware, so you feel like, okay, I can do all this, you can give me this shoulder of yours for like one night or some day. But the thing is, you don't support what I actually believe in. You cannot vibe with that label, because, and then you feel like, it's like a seven of swords, it's like a little bit of doubt, like, then you feel like, like, I'm gonna give you a very random example. Like, let's say, right now we are all talking about global change, climate change and everything. Like, let's say you feel like, okay, that you are like activist, you really stand for it. And then some people, like your friends, and you, sometimes those kind of activism and stand it for something so meaningful to you can take a lot out of you. So some people, like your friends are coming to you and you're saying, what, don't worry too much, let's go for a fun night, and it will feel good, you will feel a little relaxed. And then you feel like, yes, it's fine, but tomorrow I will be thinking about it, and you will not be there because you don't care what I care about. You don't care. You may talk about all these things, yes, climate change is all bad and all that, but the next day you are gonna do, like, everything that contribute this kind of problem that we are having. You're gonna have everything. You are not doing your call, you are not doing your part. You really have this kind of high principle for others, and they're like, what, I just want to have nice time, I just thought that you were tired, I just came here to relax you, but if you question my dignity and why I do things and my life purpose, and that will make me very uncomfortable, then I won't be able to be there for you. So you're kind of, that's why you feel, you feel like that you are kind of, and you feel because of that kind of thing, you also feel that you are losing friends, and you are kind of, I don't know, it's like that kind of you understand what I'm getting in. If you're resonating with you exactly know what I'm going at. And it feels like, because all these things going on, it feels like that all this, like you want to do all these great things, because you have so much passion what you do. Hold on, my battery gonna die. I realize that you cannot really see these all the way. Here, I hope you can see it better. You have like Ace of Wands, you have all this passion, you have all this idea, you have all this zeal, all this determination to do something, and then you feel like, because all this, like feeling betrayed, feeling like nobody cares what you care for, and you just don't know why, and you feel like why people are just cruising around in life, why they are not putting their whole effort to something they really truly believe in, and then it feels it's kind of hindering your own process, though, I have to tell. Like you feel like, oh, people talk about, like equality, like Chariot, movement, but Chariot is also movement, but Chariot is also about, the movement only happens when this, like a polar opposite is in balance. When the polar opposite is equal, then the Chariot can move, but Chariot is not moving, because in reverse it's kind of getting a little, you feel like there is so much of injustice. Okay, this is very specific reading. I am connecting with someone who is extremely sensitive to their surroundings, social, global, and the injustice that's happening around them. So you feel like there is so much injustice, there is so much in the name of structure, there is so much structural bullshit that's going on. Then how, and like all this kind of thought, all this kind of problem of the world is, you are taking on your shoulder. Look at this, 9 of Swords. You are taking all this problem in the world on your shoulder. But I feel like, here is the thing, but Wheel of Fortune is in the upward. I feel like there is it's moving. You're just, if you keep believing if you just, I know that you believe already, you stand for your belief, you stand for your purpose, there is no doubt about this. But what I'm trying to say here, because I feel like, because you have so much expectation from our own people, because you feel like why people are not doing it when we are in such a crisis, then why people are not doing their own part. You feel that kind of obligated, so that towards other people, you feel like that why they are not doing it, and you are taking all this tension, all this stress, all this burden on your own shoulder, and you are like, and that is hindering you to do that what you want to do, that what you want to do, this, like with determination, like Ace of Wands, with determination, with passion, something you want to do, it's not happening the way you want it, because you are so burdened by all these thoughts. And I get it, I get your anger, I get your frustration totally, but it's gonna move this in your like more smoothly soon, the moment. Maybe I'm not saying that you cannot, if you really care for something, it hurts when other people doesn't care for it. So I'm not gonna say that don't give your energy to those who doesn't care, because that will not work, because when you care for something so deeply, it is personal. And when other people do not care for this thing, you feel personally attacked and you feel personally betrayed. And so, but I feel like you need to, I'm not saying that's what ideal to do, but I feel like in order for your things, you do what you actually want to do, in order to make this thing happen, in order to make this wheel of fortune moving forward or moving in your direction, you need to take away those energy that you are putting out for others, having this high expectation from others. You need to cut down this energy. Let them do whatever they want to do. You cannot, I understand, trust me, I understand passionate people. When you are so passionate about something, you feel like why the others are not getting it, and then you feel like, okay, what's going on? And it's like, I feel like you need to cut down that energy. Let them do whatever you cannot control everything. You cannot make other people see your way. I know it hurts, but that's not possible. So just cut it out, not completely, but cut out the energy, amount of energy you are putting there, because that's actually hindering your own process. You have to understand this. If you really, because you are dedicated so much, I don't want you to just not do anything just because you're so burdened up. So you need to cut down your burden. And how you're gonna cut down your burden? You cannot give those energy thinking about that everybody everybody must believe in, like hypothetical, like the example I gave you earlier. Everybody should believe that passionately in climate change. No, people have different opinion. Let them have their opinion. You do your stuff. I know it's hard. It's not the ideal scenario. I know that this is not the ideal thing. But this is what they are telling, that you need to cut down your energy a little bit to others so that your wheel of fortune can move forward. So that you can do something what you always want to do without feeling so boggled by all this kind of energy that kind of bringing you down and making you extremely tired and angry all the time. This is a very different kind of reading. Yeah. I just heard, seriously, I just felt like someone just, oh, you don't know how it feels. Oh, trust me, I do. I understand that so much dedication there, and when others don't see in that way, especially when you are coming from such a pure place of caring for others, it just create a absolute sense of anger and frustration. I understand that very well. Alright, I think I'm gonna stop it here. You know where you are and you know what you need to do. I know it's a difficult energy to maneuver. I know that, and you know that too. But this is, if you really want to make some things happen, you need to cut down your energy from somewhere else. That's the, it's like sadly that's the principle of physics. Anyway, I hope you get something out of it, and I'm gonna stop it here. And if you if you like what I do, and if you want this to continue our dialogue, on different psychological or emotional condition that we go through every day, but we don't have the venue or a place to talk about it so freely. If you want this dialogue to continue, it will be really helpful if you like, subscribe and all those kind of stuff, and that helps really the channel so that we can keep continuing doing what we are doing. And thank you for so much for your support so far, and please take care. You need to take care of your health. You are going through so much. You are like a warrior. If you wanna keep fight and looking like, when you are going against the grain, you need more energy. So please take care of your health. Please take care of your health. That will give you much more boost in your energy. And alright, okay, I think I'm gonna stop here. I just keep talking. I will talk to you next time, okay? Take care. Bye bye.